Hi, everybody. We're here at the first episode of Girl, Let Me Tell You. I'm so excited. Live here at the NGL Me Too Studios in Los Angeles. Iconic. I know, I've been saying I was going to move out here, and I finally did it.
Hey, welcome.
I know. Thank you. This is like a home. What do you say when you move to a house? Home warming.
Home warming.
Housewarming. I don't know no words. I don't know any words. And, you know, honestly, I think we were talking a little bit like behind the scenes about how our goals for this year. And one of my goals, I've been doing comedy for about 5 years now, but I'm like, I want to do a podcast. I feel like I really want to get closer with my audience and just meet new people and meet new friends. And I think this is like the perfect way for me to do that.
Let's go.
So
that's crazy because we were feeling the same way, weren't we, girl? Like,
yeah, but like, how it would happen?
How would it happen?
We would have no idea.
I have no idea.
But it happened, and it's a blessing right now.
I love it. And
God knows where it's going to take, where this is going to go.
I love it. I know it's going to go somewhere great because of a Pisces moon, and I can feel things, okay? I want to give them a little bit of background of who we are. Yeah. I'll just give everybody an introduction. I'm Glorelys Mora. I've never really said my full name because I'm so nervous about people messing it up. I know. It's a Dominican name. My mom made it up. She put, you know how it goes. She put two names together. But everyone can call me Glory. And like I said, I've been doing stand-up for 5 years. I love what I do. And I think this is a great place because I feel like I'm really coming to my womanhood and I know the direction I'm going in. So I wanted to do a podcast especially centered around, you know, being a woman and just being able to give the next woman coming up or someone that didn't see themselves growing up just some guidance, you know?
Yeah, seeing them in like the media or just seeing them open up about their lives and stuff like that, which is why I'm so excited that we're on the Fierce by Me Too platform, man, because this is the place to do that, which is like being open, raw, and honest. And especially if you're a woman that works, you're a hard worker, you're a career woman, you want to make your own money, but you also care about love and relationships, and you just honestly want balance in your life, which is what we're all trying to like figure out.
Just some balance.
But also, I'm Ivana Rojas.
Right, also.
Just saying, from the West Side, born and raised in Los Angeles,
We got
California.
2 West Side, 1 East Coast. We're already beefing. I love that. No, I'm kidding.
But it's not just for women, though. I think that men can really, really benefit from this too. You know, like for sure. Like we have both sides. You know.
Yeah, we need some empathy from the other side.
Masculine and feminine vibes.
Because I feel like when they can come together, it's a beautiful thing. When they can come together.
And who are you?
Oh,
yeah. Who are you?
I'm Jessica Flores, also born and raised here in Los Angeles, and I work in the media radio hosting space. But I don't know. I've done a little bit of everything. I feel like we've done a little bit of everything.
Yeah, we saw your LinkedIn.
Yeah. Yeah, my LinkedIn's, I haven't even been on there that much, to be honest, but.
You know what else I love? I love that we're all Latina, but we're so I feel like for a long time, like growing up Latina, I was like, that girl doesn't really look like me. I do admire her, but so I feel like we all represent something different to everybody, and I really, really love that. Cause like I was telling somebody like behind the scenes, like this is the first time I felt really included in my Latinidad, and it feels really nice.
Yeah,
like,
that's awesome. It's true though.
Dominican, Mexican, Colombian, and Colombian. And we're all American.
Right.
Like
first generation.
First generation.
Are we all first generation?
First generation.
I love it. Is that Spanish all a little bad?
No.
Okay, it's just me? Okay, never mind. Cut.
My Spanish is on point right now.
So I guess we could just get started. Girl, let me tell you.
Let me
tell you. I'm gonna be a little messy right now, and I want to know, why are you single?
Okay, we're getting straight into it.
Yeah.
You want to go first, girl?
Yeah. Okay, I will say something. I'm dating somebody, but I'm single until it's official.
Oh,
you know, like
the ring or the
no,
title?
No, till the title. Like I feel as though like you're single until somebody's like, you know, I want you to be my girl.
Okay,
you know
but single meaning what? Like for sure you're not seeing other people, and for sure he's not seeing other people. You guys have established
like we haven't even spoken about that yet. So like there's no like, so you can't hit up anybody else. So like if somebody asks me on a date and I have even 2% of interest, I'm gonna go on a date.
Okay.
But like because there's no boundaries yet.
But I want to know, Ivanna, like beside Gaia's side, like why do you think you're single right now? Because you're a beautiful woman.
I know.
Girl. Beautiful.
So successful.
Right.
You've been on like so many.
Nice. Honestly, I'm single because I choose to be single.
Okay, it's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice.
It's a choice.
Because
I
know how I am when I am in a relationship, and it's just really distracting. And right now in my life, I'm 33 years old. I'm kind of like, you know, I'm working hard, and I just want to focus.
You're in the glow up.
And when I do like somebody and I am in a relationship, like it's just so hard. I love hard.
I feel that.
So it's just a little bit of a distraction.
What's your moon sign?
I am My moon is in Cancer.
Okay.
So it's sensitive.
Yeah, you be
I'm
loving
sensitive,
people.
so
That's
I can't,
loyalty. I see
yeah,
that,
so I
yeah.
can't go hard. I can't give in until I'm like, okay, for sure he's down, and then I'll be like, okay, we can.
Then
do
your
this.
walls will come down a little bit more, maybe.
My walls are majorly up.
Yeah.
Until
Is it because you've been hurt in the past, or maybe you guys haven't respected the fact that you're a career woman, you're out here, you're doing your thing. You need to put that priority a lot of the times.
I've definitely have planned to never fall yet.
What do you mean? Like you tell yourself I'm not gonna fall?
like right when
How
I'm
do you control
I'll tell you the
that?
truth.
Okay.
Right when I'm the most in love and I like can't control myself, I'm out.
Oh, it's giving runaway bride.
Right now, it is runaway bride.
It is giving runaway bride.
I can't do no, but that has taught me the most because I break my own heart. Like I literally leave and I break my own heart, and it's because talk about the glow up. Like at the beginning, I left because I wasn't ready to face the things that like I was ready to face, like my insecurities with these guys. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't ready to be that woman yet. So I had to look in the mirror and be like, why am I breaking my own heart and leaving in the middle of this? It has nothing to do with him. It has all to do with me.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you're at a different place in your life now where if it's
sure.
love, you're not going to run away from it, you're going to embrace it?
Yeah, because I had to learn to love myself first, you know what I mean? And I didn't love myself when it was all these guys.
A lot of the times, like in your early 20s as women, you don't love yourself. Like you really
you
don't.
think you do.
I know.
You think you do. You think.
I did not like myself at all. I did not. I always say it wasn't until I started stand up that I started liking myself. Like the moment I got on the stage, I was like, you know what? I owned all my insecurities, and I was like, I like me now. Yeah. But before we go there, I still want to know, why are you single?
Yeah,
now?
why are you single? That is a problem because you are like literally. I mean,
stunning.
Okay, first off, thank
not
you
just
guys.
stunning. It's a really good heart.
Okay, well, first off, let's think about like dating nowadays. There's so many amazing people, especially, and I don't want to single
I have
out
the
LA.
opposite problem. Everyone's horrible.
Well, I'm saying, okay, true. I do feel like, I agree with that. There are a lot of
positive. I love
people. But I will say, like, I do think the climate that we're in now with social media and all that keeps a lot of people single just because loyalty is so rare. And then add that on top of the fact that we're from LA, you're from New York.
I'm from New York.
We're from hustle areas, like that urban area, those urban areas in the US where a lot of the times it's about, the priority is always going to be work. It's going to be your job, especially for women, especially when you're a career woman. I found myself failing in relationships over and over again because it came down to, well, my job comes number one.
Absolutely.
Like, because I wasn't in a place in my life where I wanted to really actually find my life partner. So I feel like, I neglected myself. I neglected a lot of those early relationships for my career, but did it make me happy at the end of the day? No, I accomplished a lot of things, but it didn't make me happy.
I did the opposite.
Oh, sorry.
No, you go first.
Do you feel like you want a relationship right now? Like, you feel alone? Like, do you feel lonely a little bit?
I love being single. I don't mind being alone. I love being alone, like in my home, and I love that peace. And I wouldn't say I'm lonely, but it's nice having a man. It's nice having a companion. It's nice having somebody that can step in and be
pay
that.
for everything.
I mean, that's nice too. I'm not gonna lie. Of course, it's super nice, but I love a man that can complement your life is a beautiful thing, I think.
Yeah, and that's the hard part. They're not complimenting our lives.
Yeah, because our lives are complicated.
Yeah.
Because I've had great guys.
I have a theory.
Yeah, go ahead.
I love the theory.
I have a theory about what's going
like
on
the theory
right now.
woman over here. I love it.
I swear. Okay, so like, as women, at a young age, we're taught how to be literally like housewives. We have little babies in like the playground. We're taught how to take care, how to love, how to nurture. Boys are taught how to like shoot guns and fight and play sports. Like there is zero, unless they have a father that's a good example of how to be a protector, provider, a lover, all these things to a woman. Like it's really hard for a man to know how to be a partner for a woman. You know what I mean? Like they don't get taught that. So I think a lot of us in this day and age, because we're independent and we're kind of like becoming our own man, a lot of us, like especially us three, I feel from the energy, is like we have a lot of masculinity and femininity. And it's like we're becoming our own man. Because a lot of the men aren't showing up in their divine masculine.
Yeah, I
you know what I mean.
I can't do this no more. I cannot be my own man no more.
I know.
I'm
sick. I'm tired.
I need someone to hang the art.
Okay,
like,
that's
you
so
know what it is to
true.
move into an apartment and not have a man. That's when you need them the most. I need someone to hang up these curtains.
No, I know. But there's levels. There's levels.
I know. I just want to be honest. I think I'm single because I might be a little bit of the problem. Like I'm I'm super hyper independent when I'm not in a relationship. When I'm in a relationship, I just get really nervous. I need to know where you are. I need to know what's going on.
Are you jealous?
Do you have trust issues?
Yeah, that's what it is. Thank you.
I mean, I think we all have.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Thank you.
But it's also this age of social media where it's like, I normally like, I hate like this narrative that women are in competition with each other. But like, you know, sometimes you see your man following some pretty women. I'm like, I don't look like that. And I get a little nervous. Anytime the follower count goes up, I'm like,
Are
it's
you
over.
tracking that?
It's over.
Wait, that's funny. But also, you see sometimes you see the guy that you like liking pictures of girls that are maybe half naked, but then when you dress like that, it's an issue. And I'm like, well, you're liking all their pictures.
That happens to me all the time.
Right there. Does that happen to you? I've never had that. Like,
I don't think guys have ever tried to control what I wear, but they're liking pictures of girls that wear significantly less than me. And if I dress like that, it would definitely be an issue for them.
Well, I went on a date. You know, I like to look. Well, we're getting to know each other. Love the friendship so far. Already good. When I go on dates, like I like to like dress up. You know, my little like I always say I'm gonna show something like a little bit of cleavage.
Something.
You know, just for me. But I went on a date with a guy and he told me that it was attracting too much attention to the table. I'm like, but I saw you. Yeah, he did.
that means
This was your first date?
No, we've been together for a while. It's complicated.
Why is he distracted? Why is he looking at everyone else and not like focusing on
I don't know,
you?
but it made me feel bad because I actually got dressed up because I wanted to look cute for him, and I was like, well, this is very oxymoronic. Like
That's a red flag. That's a red flag.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Moving on. So dating, we're all single.
Yeah, we're all
We're
single.
looking for new men. First thing you look at, shoes. What does a man's shoes say
Oh my
about
God.
a
It's
man?
Ivana,
life and death.
I want to hear. I know,
Okay, no, it's not life and death.
It's life and death?
It's not life and death,
Yeah.
but it's exact. Like the second that you see a guy's shoe, you know whether you are gonna give it a second look or not.
Yeah.
Like, for me, yeah. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, not in a bad way. We're not like, it's not cutthroat. But
Are we
I just like
shoe
that's not my
shaming?
vibe.
Are we shoe shaming?
No, I'm just like that's not my
Okay.
vibe, or that's my vibe. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay,
But it
could
also
see
has to
that.
do with the whole look. It's not just the shoe. To me, it's like the whole look. Like, what are you
Yeah.
imagining with how you're looking? But like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not that superficial, but I'm just saying it does make a difference.
Initially,
how
right?
dirty it is, like how clean they are. Like it says a lot about somebody. It's like having dirty nails. Like if a
Yeah.
guy, for
See, now I
me,
gotta look
nails
good. Sorry.
is a big deal.
No, yeah.
Really?
Like hands and nails are a big deal because
Yeah.
if the guy's hands, the nails are jaggedy with dirt underneath, like he's obviously
Oh, yeah,
not
that's
doing anything.
That's not safe.
That's not
Not safe
safe
for a lot of things.
For many reasons.
Oh
So like,
my God. Stop it.
what I'm saying is shoes do play a part. You know what I mean?
So
Interesting.
what kind of shoe?
Yeah, what kind of
like
shoes are you
when you're
into?
describing the shoe, I'm getting Converse. Is that weird? Right? Like what?
Excuse me?
No, I'm just saying. No, what you're just saying.
Wait,
right.
she's all offended over
it's
a
not-
knower, yes.
No, I'm saying like the guy you're clearly describing is wearing Converse.
Wait, why?
But what? I don't know. What shoe is he wearing? Like I just what
Like
comes
high
to
top
mind?
Converse, like that.
Yeah,
Or like, what are we
like-
thinking?
No. This is a good hike. I like a Converse. Like
Okay.
if he's a little
Oh,
rocky,
that's why you
a
take it
little
personally.
edgy.
Okay, you like Converse guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's more
A little
like
rockero over here.
I haven't really dated, like, I was in middle school when I was dating men that were wearing I haven't dated, like, a grown man wearing like, I just want to say, I say this respectfully, I haven't dated a grown man wearing Converse.
yeah, but you're from New York. There's
I
no
know, you
Converse
guys
in
wear
New York.
Timbs
This
out
is very
there.
important. Like, it's Air Force Ones, whites. The black ones are not okay. That man is a
Why?
thief. It's just not okay.
Yeah,
A
I'm not
thief?
into all
It's
black
not okay.
shoes.
It's not
I'm not.
okay.
Yeah,
I
agree.
actually did like I do a bunch of comedies and this guy was like talking about how he only wears black Air Force Ones. I'm like, that makes a lot of sense. Your whole personality is black. It's like that's not a good personality. Like that man is gonna rob you and the bank.
So now you know
Yeah.
red flag is all black.
Red flag. I just feel like my guys, I just date true New Yorkers, and that's probably part why I'm single. Because
Yeah, because there's no New Yorkers here like that.
no,
Like,
Yeah, we're in LA.
No, it's
I don't-
very men in LA are very
So
different men in
different.
New York.
People, the energy,
No,
East
I
Coast,
can-
West Coast
I
energy
can
is
see,
so
like,
different.
Even I'm learning from you ladies where I'm like, wow, like we're all like so strong but so different.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I have never thought like I'm talking about sneakers right now, I want to get to know you, but I never the guys in my like in New York, they're always Air Force Ones, Timbs, or Jordans. Like we're
So
not
what's your preference?
Yeah,
Like
those
when
three.
you
Timbs
like
too?
Timbs too?
Yeah, well, you know, it's like for the occasion. Like, do not go on a date with me on Tim's. That's not okay.
Okay.
But like,
I don't know the politics behind the
Yeah,
Tim
this
thing
is
in New
like
York.
a very political thing.
Yeah.
Tim's are like, you know.
So what's a first date kind of shoe for you?
For New
Ooh,
Yorkers,
okay.
yeah. What's the
See,
one?
Well,
now where we go-
I like a white Air Force.
Or I
for
guess
first
like
date, too.
Clarks, right? Like those are like dress shoes.
Clarks?
Yeah.
I would never
See,
take
now
you
I
for
know
a
how I
Clark
feel,
girl.
like-
I do like a good Clark
Yeah,
girl.
like it's
I
like
don't even know what
dress-
Clarks are. Is that
What?
bad?
Yeah.
they're like dressy suede shoes.
They're just like dressy
Oh,
shoes.
no. That's not my type.
Okay.
So what's your type?
So what's your type? What are we wearing?
Type of shoe.
Listen, if he's wearing cowboy boots that have a little bit of
I
dirt on
can't-
them.
I've never dated
Wait,
a man that wore
what?
cowboy. That's
You're
what
in
this
the
was so,
wrong
this is
state,
diversity.
You
I've
are
been
in
knowing
the
this.
wrong state.
I'm aware of this, but I'm into cowboy boots. And then, yeah, like Air Forces.
Yeah.
I like clean Jordans. That's all cool. But
Yeah, it's kind of
Something about-
overplayed
Something about
too.
cowboy boot just does it for you. Okay.
Does it for me.
What-
I don't even care if they're a little dirty. It's cool.
What about cowboy boots like turned you on about it?
We're
I'm just
concerned.
curious. I know. I'm really curious.
No, I honestly, this is like I
it's
think a lot of
unique.
it has to do with regional.
unique.
And I've never, I can't see like my current, the guy that I'm in love with. If he shows up with cowboy boots, we're gonna have a conversation.
I couldn't see anybody from New York walking around New York in cowboy
it
boots.
just-
That's not going to be a thing. Or even LA. Well, LA a little bit because a lot of Mexican culture, you know, they're part of like the rodeos and stuff. They
So
wear
that's probably
cowboy
why
boots.
you're single. Because there's no guys around here wearing cowboy boots.
Yeah,
Period.
there's not very many.
Hard, but I agree.
Well, if you go to
I'm
like
kidding.
something called
It's true.
Picolandia, Pico
So I don't
Rivera,
know
Sports
any-
Oh,
Arena.
I
Pico
don't know
Rivera, they got
any-
the cowboy boots.
I don't know
got
any
cowboy
of these
boots.
references, so please teach me.
Okay,
What is this?
Picolandia is like
What
an
is
event
Picolandia?
that happens here in LA. It's like Mexican banda. Everybody's wearing cowboy boots out there.
Okay.
Everybody. It's
you know what it is? I just feel like we're all like super Latina, and I think that the region in which we grew up in like reinforces like this is the kind of man because this is what we saw growing up. Maybe did you see cowboy boots growing up?
No.
Okay, so this theory
Oh,
is
yeah,
void.
I
Okay,
did.
okay.
I did. No, I did.
Ignore
I
it.
did.
Okay,
Because I
so-
grew up going to like my little pueblo in Mexico my whole life. But
She's like a ranch girl.
Right.
I'm
so
a
like
ranch girl born in the city.
for me,
Yeah.
like I'm from New York. Like we all went to like for the most part public school. Like every Easter we got a refund checks. We all got Air Force Ones, and I'm still like I think every New Yorker still living out that dream. Like I'm reliving tax season or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just have never. This is so interesting to me.
But
like,
what's,
so you're
what's
Converse.
more? No, I'm not.
Okay.
Where did that come from? I don't.
Okay, see, now they're playing me.
Okay. Thank you for the
Those
reference.
are not the cowboy, not the long.
That's
pointy
banda.
ones
You know what?
That
This is-
goes like that. No, I just like a nice, normal cowboy boot.
It's
like
giving
a brown
Dominican.
one.
Like I can see a Dominican, not cowboy boots, but Dominican men love these like very strong
cannot with that.
business class down here and like business casual.
My
I
question
see
is,
that.
what's
Yeah.
more important to you, the shoe or their sign?
Oh, bitch,
Like
you got me.
honestly,
Wow.
Like what is more important?
I'm gonna
This
say
is
something
hard.
controversial to you, but I don't know too much about signs, so I'm gonna be like,
Okay, and that's what
I
we're
don't
learning.
know.
That's what we're learning. That's where I live
Oh,
in the
yeah.
sign. That's a
Yeah.
really good question, Ivana.
I'm really curious.
This is hard. You go first. I can't.
Their sign for sure is more important to me.
Yeah?
Okay.
Yeah.
You have signs that are off limits?
Yeah, I'm so sorry for anyone listening, but like I think Scorpio and
I
I,
was
just
gonna
don't
say
vibe.
that
We
shit
just
the same
don't vibe.
thing.
Because don't get me wrong, I think
Yeah.
Scorpios are really sexy, but there's something like a little too mysterious.
It's a little like
and
cheating.
it's a little like I don't know who you really are. If you know
Yeah.
what I mean, like I don't really know who you are, and then one day you just don't talk to me forever.
That's the same experience I
It
have with
doesn't make
every
sense.
Scorpio.
It's just
have ghosted
no,
you?
they're just very like cut off if they're not down.
Yeah, they
You know
think
what
they're
I
too
mean?
artistic. Like they're so mysterious. It's just too much.
I
like it's like a
mean-
personality to be like nobody really knows me.
They're a
like,
fire
I have
sign,
father
though.
A
issues.
full-time job to
Yeah,
react
it's like
mysterious.
I've dated a few Scorpios. It's the same thing.
Wait, so what are your signs?
My
Yes.
off limit signs?
No, what is your actual sign?
Oh, I'm a Gemini.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I've dated a
I'm sorry, I
Gemini.
thought it was clear. But, bitch, what about to say? Sorry.
Gemini
dated a
men.
Gemini too.
Gemini
Yeah.
men, not women, because
And-
I adore you.
Yeah,
and you're a
thank
Gemini
you.
woman.
Thank you.
And I know it's a different thing, but
Yeah.
the one Gemini, actually, I've dated 2 Gemini men.
Are you okay?
I did
I'm
too, I
still
did too.
recovering, and this was years ago.
Yeah,
No.
same.
No, but yeah, I mean, Geminis, look, you know, they have the reputation of being, you know, a little bit, you know, there's 2 sides of them, that whole
Yeah,
thing, right? That's
yeah.
the only thing I really know about it. And I can say from experience, I did experience that with this person. Probably the craziest, it wasn't even a relationship, it was a situationship. I hate to say that, but that's the
Yeah,
truth.
it's fine.
We only talked for like a couple months or whatever. Craziest whirlwind of a thing.
So
I don't
tell
even
me-
know what to say about, like, I don't have any
Tell me
words.
what happened. Did he love bomb you and then
what
completely
they
switch
do.
up?
That's
Yep,
what
that's
they
a
do.
Gemini man.
Oh my
They
God,
do.
you said what I didn't
Yeah,
even know.
that's what I'm
I thought
going
I'd
through
say.
right now.
So this person who was a Gemini man loved, bombed.
Right. You say
the
you wanted to
hell out of
marry
me.
you?
Oh,
That's
like,
every Gemini. They want to
with-
marry you within a month.
With-
And-
no, it was within the
bombing,
first
of all,
week.
what love bombing is when right at the beginning, a guy is like showering you with like,
Yes.
I like you, I need you, giving you flowers,
Right.
like literally like too much. And a girl, because we are so sensitive, we're
And
like,
insecure.
this is nice, this
Right.
is amazing. But then later, it becomes like it's just fake. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not like
it's
it doesn't
not
have
real.
the
fake, and then their real selves come to the forefront
Oh,
when you
yeah.
guys are in private, and then they display a completely different person
Crazy,
in
crazy.
public, like to
Geminis
everybody
are a little-
else.
I'm not taking this personal.
I'm talking about the one man that I dated that happened to be Gemini.
Yeah.
But like I said, in the 3 months, I don't think I've ever been through a crazier experience in my life
Yeah.
with a man. And he would always say, "Oh, I'm Gemini," and stuff like that. And I'm like, "Oh my God."
The thing about Geminis is that I love them because they're so fun and really passionate.
Yes.
But then it could switch in the flip of like what is it? Flip of a hat. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
I don't have good
the
references
flip of a
either.
coin. It switches.
Yeah.
And what
Yeah.
I need as a Libra, because I need
are a
balance.
Libra,
I need
yes.
balance. Like I need a man that's really like
Consistent.
Earth.
But that's weird because
Grounded.
Libra and Gemini are supposed to be compatible.
No, we are.
Yeah.
As for females,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love Gemini female. My roommate's a Gemini. Like we just
Yeah.
vibe. We're both air signs, so
Yeah.
we flow. We're
Yeah.
cool. But for some reason, for a man, I need like an earth sign, like somebody that keeps me
Grounded.
The more you
Grounded.
get, the more you mature, the more you realize the best sign to date is probably like a Capricorn man.
Really?
Because they love money and they'll take care of you and they'll just put up with whatever.
Shout out
Really?
Capricorn.
But yeah, I would agree. Even though you just drag Gemini men, they are the worst sign to date. So I feel like I know you later. We're single, ladies better. You're single.
I'm
We're
dating.
Libra, Capricorn,
Capricorn.
Gemini. This is a good balance.
Yeah,
If he's
about
an
this.
Earth sign, like that's a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, he is a horrible man, but he's reliable. Yeah, he will pay the bills. I'm letting you know.
Okay.
Fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, love to argue. If you want to just argue with somebody, that's your man. Air
Okay.
sign, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. If you don't want commitment and you want to be in a situationship forever,
having fun.
That's
So where's the positive?
So yeah. So excuse me.
So
Where
what's
is
a good sign today?
The water signs, that's Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. Actually, I would say the best boyfriend is probably a Cancer.
Really?
They'll just stay in the relationship. Like, they'll never break up with you.
Yeah, because they're a little
that
bit more
seems like
emotional.
a personal thing. Personal thing.
You think, like, my own experience? No, I mean, a little bit. Anyways, no, but I just hate Scorpio. I hate Geminis, too. Both of the people the reason why I'm a comedian is because of Scorpios and Geminis. I hate
Really?
them both. Yeah, I hate my own sign. Do you guys believe in soulmates?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I do. And I
I see
believe
we're
that
still dumb.
I'm
I'm dumb.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Let me explain this though. I feel like there isn't one soulmate per person. There are so many people you could be compatible with and have an amazing life with where you guys align on so many things. I think there's multiple soulmates and it's just your job to really genuinely, first off, elevate as a person and then attract somebody that meets you at that point. You know what I mean? Because you're only going to attract how good of a person you are. Like
I
you're
agree
only
with
going to
that.
attract whatever wavelength you're
You attract
operating
that.
on.
Yeah.
You're only going to be able to attract that type of person because you guys are going to understand how you guys are functioning.
I feel like your
mentally.
best friends are your soulmates, and there are a lot of women. Like,
Yeah.
think about how close we are as women. Like, we sit and we talk about our feelings all the time, and we're there for each other, even if we do stupid things. Like, it's like unconditional love as soulmates. Like, that's what we also want in a
Unconditional
man.
love. Yeah, but they're not
it's
giving
hard
that
to
to us.
find that.
I would say as I get older, I realize the most important relationships are the ones that I have with other women. Like those are the
sure.
ones that make me the
a
happiest.
soulmate.
And everybody that's brought trauma to my life has been a man. So sorry, this got personal.
Yeah, it's true.
But
though.
listen, to
Sometimes.
play on that trauma in your life, like I feel that every relationship I've been in has been hard and like challenging, but they polish you into like the woman you're supposed to become.
I know,
like,
but I'm tired of going through character
If you didn't get
development.
heartbroken,
Yeah.
then you would never improve on yourself.
And you're
you know
right,
what I mean?
and that's great. And we sound wonderful now because I think all of us aren't going. When you
Yeah,
go into
yeah.
that breakup
Oh my God,
and you
there's
can't get out
nothing-
that bed,
No, there's
so
nothing
we're
worse.
on the other side. But
We're on
like
the other
literally
side.
this time last year, I can pull up pictures of me crying. I have a whole
yeah.
folder of them on my phone. Yeah.
This time last year, I will say this: I got jumped
Oh,
at a
wait,
restaurant
wait,
by
what?
12 girls.
Excuse me?
This is a real story.
Why did you tell us
I had
this?
just broken up with somebody after a year of like really like a toxic thing that I never thought at 32 years old I could be in.
Right.
And then I was just in like this bad vibe, energy, dark vibes, and I was at my sister's birthday. Random altercation, nothing happened. A sweater was at the table, and 12 girls, I think they were in a gang, they were definitely like tatted all over, not that it matters, but like from their neck, whatever. They all jumped me because I was trying to get the sweater. And they're like, that's not yours. And I was in my bed for like a month, concussion. And I was like,
Over a
this-
guy?
This is just out the blue.
Yeah.
But I was saying that this time last year, over like the heartbreak, and I feel like I attracted it, even though like it had
Oh,
nothing
yeah,
to do with
you were,
me.
like, in a
I was
low-
in a low vibrational thing that somehow I got involved. So I was this time last year, I was literally in bed sitting like just healing myself from all the toxicity that I went through, and like not just that, and then getting beat up by like who does that at 32 in
Well,
LA? Like
I
it doesn't
think-
happen.
No,
I
that
think
does
this
not.
is a
Like,
great-
I've
Does not
never
happen.
heard of that happening.
Yeah. Me neither.
Not at
ever.
32.
Not
And
at
all
32.
girls? That's
In my
All girls.
20s,
For no
definitely
reason,
was
like,
jumped.
for no
So
reason.
This is a great way to learn more about each other. Like, who
Yeah.
here has been jumped?
You have?
Wait, you've been jumped by girls? Other girls?
Yeah.
But why?
Yeah. It was my own fault.
Okay. Okay. So, wait, did you jump them or did they jump you?
That's one thing I can appreciate is you own your shit, girl. You own all of it.
I've grown up so much. Like, I'm gonna be in my Jesus year. Like, I am owning everything.
Jesus year is the best year.
Yeah, I got jumped twice. Oh God.
Girl.
Yeah, but we don't have to go into that.
Where I was going with it is that you said that now we're on the other side, right?
Yes, on the other side.
Like from where I was last year at this point to where I am now, it took a lot of freaking work. Like it took a lot of shadow work and like by myself and sitting and crying and like looking in the mirror and be like, what's going on? Like Ivanna, like what's going on?
Yeah,
why am I attracting this? Like why am I okay with this? Like and staying in a relationship that I know is not for me, but like I'm trying to fix. Like it's like the resisting thing, right?
I have a question.
It's
Why
just
do we
really
stay in relationships that we know are not going
Why?
anywhere? Like what is it? Because I don't know if I'm in one of those situations right now, but I'm like, he feels like a soulmate. So I think that's the thing about the soulmate story where I'm like, I'm telling myself this narrative, this is my soulmate, but now like I'm not completely happy, but I feel like on the other side, if I just wait a little bit longer, he's gonna, and I'll be honest, I've been waiting for 2 years. I feel like he's gonna get it together.
I think that a woman's intuition is really on point. And it takes a
can
lot of
feel it.
experience though to prove your intuition.
You feel like your intuition's telling you this is your
he's the
person?
one.
My intuition's telling me 100% is my soulmate, but my brain is just like, maybe not right now.
Okay, that's exactly what it is. Though.
Is it not right now because of you or because of him?
Because of him. But also maybe me. Sometimes, we have things happening for us and we don't like I could never really be in a relationship. I'm like bi-coastal right now.
You're
Just
in
have to
LA,
humble
he's
brag.
in New York.
I'm bi-coastal. It's my new personality. I'm bi-coastal. And yeah, like I'm working on like I'm doing stand-up. I'm out every single night and maybe God or the universe, whatever you believe in, doesn't want me to be in a relationship. And I just like, I want to be with this person. But I'm like, it doesn't even make sense right now. Like
what I've learned is if you have to like force something or like if there's any resistance or like you're not feeling good, it's just not the time. Like you have to really respect like divine timing. Like that's how I feel.
And I'm not
And
good
it takes
at
a
that.
while to learn that because you're like, if you get heartbroken, your ego's like, what the fuck? Like, he's the one for me. But in reality, it's like, no, he's not. If he was, he would be.
Yeah,
it would be easy.
Make sure do we have sound effects? Post-production. Let's
Like the one thing, my dad,
Cool
hold on, my dad has 3
Yeah.
daughters, and he's like he's not a protective dad. He just has like a couple things. Like when it comes to any guy that I date, he'll say one thing like, "Oh, he's nice, but my dog is nice. I'm not gonna date him." Like that's it. Like little things like that. And he'll say, "When you know, you know." That's it. When you know, you know.
Men be like dads be talking like wizards.
He said love is easy. When it's really meant for you, it's easy.
And I also wanted to add to that, when people say you need to work on a relationship, it's work. Work meaning 2 people are working on it, not just one person, because then that's just forcing it and that's just forcing something that's maybe not for you. I think when it's work, it's like, it's not gonna be easy, but if both people, both parties, the boy and the girl are like, you know what? I am going to stand by your side. Let's communicate. Yeah, I'm not really happy. You're not really happy. Let's fix it. That's when the real work begins. But it takes 2 people, not one person.
Just to add to that, I think the work is like you have to be responsible for yourself. Like I think part of the issue that I'm having with this Gemini man is, I shouldn't have said that. And I'm gonna make him famous. Anyways, the Gemini man is that I feel like I'm working on myself. Like I be journaling, I be talking on stage about my I be doing all that stuff. But I feel like I'm doing both of our homeworks. And it's like, you have to, like, being a human being is constant work. And like, just to like not put the gender on it, like we both need to work. Like even in friendship, like the reason why my friendships work now is because I know where I went bad as a bad friend. And now I'm able to say.
For sure.
Yeah.
And to comment on that, I feel like a lot of guys just don't have the opportunity to like talk about their feelings, like with their boys. Like they're not sitting around like us, like, so how do you feel right now? They're like, what's up? Let's watch the game. Like, whatever. I'm being stereotypical right now. But the truth is like, they never were raised to be super comfortable with their emotions. So like, how are they gonna know how to evolve like in a real way? Like, they're gonna sit down and journal on the beach and like have meditation music. Yeah, they can.
That's exactly what you should be doing.
But that's what we are here is like, I think that we can really influence a man to be the best version of himself.
I don't want to do his homework. I've been doing that all my life.
We can lead
I've been doing everyone's homework.
We can lead the horse to water, and if they're down, they could drink it. If they're not, then they're not for you.
They're not for you.
You can't make the horse drink. What's the metaphor? You can't make him drink water.
You can lead the horse to water, but you can't force him to drink it.
Yeah.
So I want to just recap. So you like cowboy boots. I like Air Force Ones. And what's your preferred sneaker? We never got to the bottom of that. I love that.
I don't know if
See, I was gonna give you Converse anyways.
I think no Converse. I think nice Jordan, like a nice Jordan. I'm down for many things. I don't discriminate.
See, you're
I
saying
regulate
that,
all
and
the
then
shades.
we'll go on a triple date, and the man's wearing Paylor shoes, and you're like, and you're gonna roast him. you know?
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
So we got the shoes, we got our signs, we got soulmates. I kind of want to know more about like where we are in our like, just as in our journeys. Like we're all like really great career woman, career driven. You're stirring. I can't speak English sometimes.
None of us
I'm like, you're
can.
stirring.
None of us
You're
We're stirring the pot today.
Yeah, like you're doing acting, you're a host, I'm doing comedy. Like, I want to talk about how did you get here? You're talking about like this time last year, you were in a really dark place. Like, how did you get out? Like, your life is completely different.
Totally. And it's because for the first time, I was like, okay, I'm choosing myself. Like, I'm going to stop putting all my energy in this man and all the problems that we're dealing with and focusing on myself. I remember I was laying in bed with a concussion, black eye, busted lip. My mom goes...
Did you take pictures?
Yeah, I have pictures. We'll put it... I'll show you guys.
No, we're not putting that up.
I have pictures. It was out of
what
a movie.
What are they so mad at?
But it was like a sign. It was like, I feel like in order to evolve, like sometimes you have to really hit rock bottom. To be like, okay, let's go.
Was that rock bottom for you?
That was one, like I have had a few, but that was one that was like, okay, you know what, Ivanna, what are you doing? Wasting your time with something that's not serving you. Like, wake up. And I was in bed, my mom, and I'm going to Europe, and I was going to Europe in the summer. My mom was like, you know what, this summer, when we're in Europe, why don't you take acting class, theater class in London? And I was like, Mom, thank you. I ended up taking theater class in London for a month. It like you've changed me, got my confidence back. I started doing all the work, healing, therapy, just focusing on taking all that 80% of energy that was focusing on a man and put it all in myself. And like it sounds selfish, but in reality, it's like in order to love anybody else, you have to fill your cup up first. You know what I mean? You have to.
I
You have
didn't really
nothing to
learn that
offer.
until again my 30s. That like you really can't give other people unless you feel full because you're gonna always be drained. Like the math is not gonna math.
And you know what?
You're
Like
gonna always be
5 years
empty.
ago, or like 3 years ago, when I was also like my first heartbreak, I googled like, how do I love myself? I literally googled it because I didn't know like
been there,
what
I
that
feel
meant.
like.
You know what I mean?
I hate when people like give you like dismissive advice, like you need to love yourself, but nobody really knows like what that looks
I
like.
googled that. So like to you, what does that look like to love yourself? Like
That's a
what
good
did you
question.
do
That's deep.
to do that? I'm curious because everybody's different.
You know what I had to do which was really hard. I had to fix the inner monologue that I had. I had a really nasty monologue, and sometimes it comes back. It's like you're not good enough or whatever. And I had to, because of stand up. Like stand up is so subjective. You really need to be so confident, like kind of a little delusional that like everything's gonna work out. And I was like, I have to just really believe it. Like I don't have any other option. I was unemployed. I was pretty much about to be evicted from my crib. Like it was right before the pandemic came, and I was like, I need to figure it. Like I had no other option but to love myself.
How did you do that?
Well, I got this thing from the government called unemployment checks. That was step one.
That helps.
That helped really a lot with my career. Thank you so much, America.
No, for real though. Thank you.
Thank you for your contribution.
I'll tell you one thing I googled recently. Does drinking affect a man's testosterone?
Okay, you're invested. Does it?
Yeah.
You have to give us the answer.
It does. It does.
I can see that.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah.
It makes it lower?
It lowers the testosterone of a man if they drink a lot.
Really?
I don't even know what I Googled. I Googled, is Tessa Thompson dating Pedro Pascal? It came up on my TikTok. Mind your business.
Okay, I think my last one was, does warm water and lemon salt, is that good for you in the mornings?
It's the best for you in the morning.
healthy.
I'm like, is warm water with lemon and salt good for you? And it is. Everybody that's watching this, warm water with lemon and salt.
Okay, I guess I'm really into relationships. Raul Alejandro and Rosalia. I wanted to see a timeline of their relationship. I was very invested. I Googled myself. That's important.
I'm pretty sure I know. I don't look at the rest
Jen
of my
Shaw.
history.
I wanted to know what she did on The Housewives. I don't know. Like sometimes you see things in the news. I'm like, why is this such a big deal? So I wanted to know what she did.
I looked up the Gwyneth Paltrow thing.
Yeah, I don't know why she's on trial. I don't get it.
She's on trial because
Skigate.
somebody said that she was reckless skiing and she hit them, and now he's going through it.
Oh, thank you for the background. I had no idea.
that's
I was
why
like, why is she?
It's a whole scandal. It's a whole thing.
I was like, why are you in court with this big ass turtleneck?
Okay, but I wanted to bring up something because
sorry,
I know this is...
I'm sorry. I should have kept that
I was like,
inside.
okay, because I was thinking about what you guys were talking about in regards to like your career, and especially like you, because well, actually both of you guys equally. Something that's really big that I know, like career women that work in the entertainment space to whatever capacity, because you're an actress, you're a lot of things. You're obviously a comedian and a producer, and you do all these things. So like imposter syndrome for me has been something that I've struggled with since the beginning. And it's crazy because I've been in my business for about 10 years now, and I still feel a sense of like, I walk into a room, I still feel like I'm an intern, like I need to prove myself. I'm gonna, show my best face forward. Like I could never imagine myself walking into a room and just feeling like, I deserve to be here. I know I deserve to be here, but I always know every time I get a new project or gig, I need to earn my stripes. I need to go in there and put my, best foot forward. How do you guys deal with like the imposter syndrome of like, that's kind of what we deal with a lot of the times every time you get a new gig.
That's a really good topic because I have felt that for a long time. And not until last year did I get to say I'm an actress and I'm 33 years old because I wanted to earn saying that. You know what I mean? Like I didn't want to just be like, I'm an actress because in my heart I knew, but like in order to say that I had to kind of have like a job underneath my belt, that like, and it's kind of like, it comes with the confidence. It comes with the confidence of being like, I deserve to be here. I know I worked my butt off to be here and I'm gonna own it. But it takes, that comes with like self-love too. Like it's all part of it, you know what I mean?
It's all part of it. And language, how important is like language? Because think about it, if I walk into a room and say, you know what, I want to be a host. I want to be a radio personality. That's cool. You're putting out into the universe you want to, but what about you walk into a room and say, I am an actress. I am a radio person. I am a comedian. You're already embodying that, and the power of God and the power of the universe is crazy.
No, that shit is crazy. That should be working in the universe.
Crazy.
When I first started, I decided I was gonna be delusional. Like that, that's how I found confidence.
You need that
when you
though,
realize that nobody knows what they're doing. You're like, okay, I'm gonna do the same thing, but just be better at it. Like nobody. There's somebody at every job that doesn't know what the fuck they're doing.
At the beginning.
Yeah, there's just somebody. There might be somebody here.
No,
Something's going on right here.
Dude,
at the beginning.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that what makes you like not be an imposter anymore is when you have enough experience and you have prepared that you have the confidence to be like, yo,
I got this.
But I deserve, like, what's
this
up?
is it.
Like,
I'm comfortable.
I'm an expert
But
in my
I think
field.
that sometimes, like, especially as women of color, we put a lot of extra, extra hard, like, out of the criticism on ourselves. What's that word when you're hard on yourself? I don't know, but a lot of you put a lot of
criticism,
weight on like we need to earn this thing. Where there's so like when I first started stand up in my planner, every year I start with a quote. And my year was like, have as much confidence as a white man. And let me tell you, I'm doing so much better than them in comedy. Like, I didn't even know, like, this whole shit of fake it till you make it, I can't believe I'm here. Like, it wasn't until, like, I'm about to be 5 years into comedy in a few weeks. And I'm like, yo, like, I really am I'm a dead-ass comedian.
Yeah.
So I think part of it is, like, you have to be a little delusional. That might be bad advice.
You have to be crazy enough to believe in yourself so much that you're like, I'm about to take this task on.
But
Let's go.
Why not you? Like, why?
Why not?
Who told you that you weren't an actress? Who said that?
Like, how many times have you looked on like the TV and look at them and say, you know what? I know I could do that.
Yeah.
Sometimes even like better or just as good. And it's like, why am I not there? Well, they had the confidence and they actually put themselves in a position to be there.
And also, I think a little bit, and this might be tangential, but I'm also like, I'm about to be 33 this year. I'm trying to find a nice way to say I'm an old bitch or I feel old. And I'm like, I really need to, I don't have no more time to waste. Like if I was in my 20s, I could play around with like, I'm like, no, this is who I am. This is what I'm doing. And I've also done so much of what I don't want to do that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna be doing this forever. So I think I guess it's experience and.
It's experience with everything, with everyone. It's like you need to have like 10 years under your belt to be like, I'm an expert.
Yeah, and those 10 years for the majority of our lives was in our 20s, which we were also navigating dating. And I will say a lot, like I said, a lot of my earlier relationships failed because I was in my selfish era, which is me. I'm going to work. I remember like one of my first boyfriends, actually my first real boyfriend, broke up with me, and I was like in bed. I was a freshman in college, and I could not even keep my eyes open from how exhausted I was. I was working at Univision at 4 a.m. in the morning, producing the USC TV show.
Let's go.
Going to school. I was averaging 3 hours of sleep, and he was like yelling at me like, Jess, like I'm ending things with you. Like all you do is work. You have no time for me, and I could not physically even stay awake while he was breaking up with me.
And where is he now?
I don't
exactly.
know. We're
exactly.
No,
not on LinkedIn.
Sorry. Yeah. Well, we're still cool. Well, we're not cool. I haven't talked to him in years.
I think I'm doing the opposite now. I think now I'm for sure myself. Like before, I was such a rom-com. Like I want to get married. I want to be in love. Yeah. Because like it's just like I want to buy a house. I really don't. I heard it was hard. But
I'm renting.
Right. I heard it was hard. But that's like I think now in my selfish era where it's like. I want to get my comedy special and no one's going to stop me from doing that. And I know when I'm in a relationship, I be so romantic. Like, I won't even go to a comedy show.
But I'll tell you one thing, like, there's also relationships that, like, if you meet somebody, you guys can, like, really glow up together. Like, there is somebody that they can meet you on the same level. I mean, I don't know. I'm guessing.
Yeah, see, you can't just be giving out advice and you don't have...
I've heard of it happening.
I've heard it in the movies.
No, and that's the keyword.
And
the
I'm
movie.
trying to find that movie.
This is my theory. Not my theory. This is my perspective. If you're in your 20s and you're still like in your trying to find yourself era,
selfish era,
well, like in
That's
your
fine.
finding your purpose era, you guys can do that together. But if you're in your 30s and you're still finding yourself and you want me to help you do that or like grow up with you,
I don't have time right now.
No,
Wait, so do you still feel like you have imposter syndrome?
So
Still now after
I don't
all
think
of that?
I have imposter syndrome because I know I can go in and do a job really well, and I know I'm going to be professional and as easy to work with as possible.
Yeah.
But I walk in every single time with pressure on myself. Okay, perform.
Well, I think that's a beautiful thing.
And I
Like, you just
honestly
care
think,
about it.
and exactly. And the
Yeah.
minute
Means
that
you
you
care.
walk into a room and you don't care about doing good with your job, then find another
in the
job.
wrong room.
They
You're
always
in the
say
wrong room.
in stand-up, like if you're nervous before you go on stage, that's a good thing.
Same with acting.
That's
if
a
you're
good
nervous,
thing.
that means you care.
Yeah, the
That
more
part.
nervous
just like-
I am, the more I'm like, yo, I really care about
And that
this thing.
reminds me of a guy.
Yeah.
Like, you know when you're with a guy that you really like you can't even be yourself because you're so nervous.
Okay,
Like, why
yes.
is that a thing?
That is such a thing.
I heard that wasn't your soulmate if you have butterflies. Motherfuckers be making shit up every day on the internet, but I heard that wasn't your soulmate.
Okay, truthfully, because there was
I
a
could
guy
feel
that I was
that.
kind of talking to not too long ago, but I couldn't even be myself.
Wait,
'Cause
Cowboy?
We would. I'm not gonna come in.
No, we could say cowboy. It's a nickname.
She said no nicknames yet.
Oh, no nicknames. Oh my
Yeah.
bad.
It was very brief. It was nothing at all serious by any means. However, I remember we talked on the phone a couple times, and I was like, why am I not being myself? I'm so
No.
nervous. I'm
Red
like,
flag.
See, that-
nothing
no,
makes
red
me
flag,
nervous.
red flag.
Nothing
You
makes
should
me nervous.
feel, this is what I say. I've been
I
in a lot of bad
agree. I
relationships.
agree.
You should feel like this person is your best friend. Like, not even off the bat, but it's like, yo, like I feel comfortable. I can eat my chicken wings in front of you. Like,
Yeah,
if you
yeah,
can't
yeah.
eat in front of this man, that's not your man.
Really?
That's not
Okay,
your
but
man.
the problem is I can eat
Yeah.
in front of any man. That's the problem. That's the
Okay,
problem. I can
okay.
eat in front of the president of the United States. I don't care.
You say that now. Let's pull him up, Joe.
Joe, where you at? I need chicken wings and Joe right now.
Right.
No, I really can't.
I don't know. I think you should feel like that person's your friend.
I agree.
And that's why
I
I don't
agree.
like, and this might
Yeah.
be like another tangent. I'm a Gemini. Everyone should know that. But that's why like I don't like going on like I don't like walking the park dates, but I don't like going like on a dinner date on the first date because there's too much pressure. Like I'm gonna be honest. Sometimes I don't know what fork to use. Like is that just
Are
me?
you, do
No,
you
it's
feel,
a whole
you feel you're
thing.
getting judged? I love going on dinner dates.
It's just like etiquette. Like I don't like that like a very expensive fancy dinner
Me
with
neither.
lobster.
I
on
don't
the
need that.
You
I don't
know,
want
what
it.
di-
guys
yeah.
are you dating?
I'm
sorry.
You go to lobster dates on the first date?
I mean, Ivana,
Hook
I don't
it
go
up.
on dates that
What
often,
app
but
is
when I
this?
do, it's just life.
Wait, what's the really fancy dating app in LA?
Raya, whatever.
Raya. You have to
Yeah.
get like
You have to have a
accepted in.
reference,
Never
yeah.
done Raya. Never will. Because I'm not
not-
even looking for that type of man. If you
Yeah.
have to be accepted, it's not my type of man.
I've-
I like a blue collar man.
You want that man that earned his
I want him-
LinkedIn. Yes.
know what I mean?
I think that's easy to find. Jessica.
Yeah.
You can find a blue collar man that is a good
Yeah,
man.
he's
that's
Jessica.
in the
I
fields,
think you
with
need to go to
his
New York.
boots.
I promise you, he's there.
No,
Yeah.
New York. No, New
Yeah,
York.
your
He's in
blue collar
Texas.
man is
He's in
in
Texas.
what is it, Fort Knox?
Where is it?
Fort
Fort Lauderdale?
Fort Knox like
Fort
war?
Worth. No, Fort Knox.
Okay.
I feel like it's Florida.
Okay, I don't know
I
anything
don't know.
about geography either.
Is Fort Knox Florida? Is it
Can we pull up? Oh, this is what we have Google for. Let's go.
Fort Worth? I feel like is definitely more my
Oh,
vibe.
Fort Worth. Where's Fort Knox? Isn't it like a part of history?
Yeah, Fort Worth, Dallas. That's
Okay.
where we're taking our girls trip, guys.
Where's okay?
We're doing
No,
that for
I'm
you.
down.
And then we'll go to wherever
We
you
need to
guys-
no. We can only test our friendship if we do a girls trip. So
Texas.
protection.
I'm down.
No kidding.
Texas.
I want to know your last tweet.
Okay, first off, this is a sore subject. I had a Twitter for 10 years. Somebody hacked it, I want to say a month ago, and I lost everything. Everything. An Australian pretending to be a Bitcoin investor took over all my stuff, and then everybody reported it. Now it's just like null and
Well,
void.
if it makes it
10
feel-
years of my
I
life.
How did you get over
I
that?
deleted
How
my
did you get
10
I'm not
year-old
over it.
Twitter.
I think about tweeting. I'd be thinking of tweets, and I'm like, let me
wait,
tweet it.
no.
And I
You
didn't
get it back?
Honestly, Twitter is not a great platform. People being in your business is too much. You can't even tweet one thing without getting dragged. So now I have a private Twitter, but then people started following me for real, so I don't want to tweet anymore.
No, I
'Cause I
love
was supposed to
tweeting.
complain about.
Wait, can
shit.
we talk about your
Sorry, we want-
TikTok and you're like, what is this Rihanna? I really want to know because you do look like a Rihanna, but I'm curious.
Stop.
You went viral. Off
You do look
what?
like Rihanna.
I want to know
100%.
what you went
Stop.
viral off of.
So honestly, it's a backstory. Thank you for asking.
I
actually am really hard on myself because I'm not good with social media. Like you see me post. Oh, damn,
God.
excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You look
Now I know how you
beautiful.
feel. Well, that I went viral. If you pull up the TikTok, look at my friends, look at my mom.
You look
My mom
like
said, "Don't
her.
let the haters get to you." But I was talking about China there. But don't put that in the podcast. Oh my God.
Wait, so
I'm
I have
taking
a
away my
question
career.
about social social media and how you guys feel about, like, because you guys are both influencers, like major.
Well,
influencers.
I'm not a major influencer.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm just a great comedian.
You just put your content out there and people like it.
I just put I don't really consider like.
Speaking of which, you got 5 million views on your Rihanna video.
Oh yeah, I did.
Not an influencer.
First of all, who's that?
You got 5 million views?
Yeah, I did. It was on both videos.
She's like, let me clarify. It was 2 of them.
No, I was actually beating myself up because I feel like when you do like internet content, you feel like you should capitalize on like pop culture events. I was like, I don't have anything for the Super Bowl. This was my moment for people to think that I like Rihanna.
So what did you do?
So I usually do like walk and talk videos on my way to shows, like where I'm just talking or complaining about shit because that's my personality. And I was like, I just pretend to be Rihanna. Like it was very like simple. Like I didn't even overthink it.
So what did you say?
So when I picked up my phone, I'm like, yo, what's up with all these notifications? I'm like, yo, I'm viral.
Do you think do you think that as a comedian, like going viral is like something you like is a big step
I
for?
would say
Because there's a lot of comedians out there. It's competitive.
You should do it when you're ready because then I got super overwhelmed and I don't feel like I capitalized on the moment. Like I wasn't ready for it.
I feel that.
Oh, this is Rihanna struggling to use a Metro card in New York City.
Oh my God.
But the point, like the reason why the video was so funny was because I wasn't even trying.
Wait, was this the one that went viral?
No. It was on. It's just so many videos. I be talking every day.
Okay, does when you know that your video's doing numbers or you're going viral, do you get nervous? Do you get a little bit nervous? I only say this because for the most part, it's only my followers that'll see my stuff. But then the one time like my videos have hit like 1 million, 2 million on Instagram, then you get an influx of people that don't follow you, don't know anything about you, and then they just go ham on you, on your appearance, on what you're saying, like just like some haters, people that don't know anything about you.
As a comic, I thought that shit was hilarious. I'm like, the fact that you can't read, that's not my problem. Because I never said I was Rihanna. You're the one that thought I was. Yeah. So I think I made like a whole video responding to the comments of like, it's not my problem that you don't have media literacy skills.
It's true though.
Like I can't teach you how to read.
Because I remember I did a video of me like pretending I was Selena, like Selena Quintanilla, like como la flor.
Okay,
let's
pull that video up.
Listen, and oh my God, so many people came at me like, look at this girl trying to think she's Selena, like she's passed away, let her rest.
First of all,
and I'm like, I'm appreciating.
Wait, so how did you get over that? Because it seems like you took it personally.
I did at first, and I'm like, you know what? These are just some like bored people that they just have so much anger and hate in their heart. And you have to realize a lot of the times these haters are projecting their own shit on you.
Absolutely. But 100%. A lot of people don't live life. They're just on the internet. So I don't take that shit personally.
Yeah, that's kind of sad,
like my
right?
life is not online. My life is on stage.
In real life.
Like, or right
stage.
here. Like,
Yeah,
that's not my
right.
life. So I'm like, whenever I put something out, I'm like, you know what? Whatever comes back, engagement. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. You're paying my bills. You're paying my bills.
I think one time I was in a video. This is so personal, but I was in a video and I wasn't wearing a bra, so someone said I had torpedo titties. And
what does that even mean?
My titties are kind of pointy.
Torpedo?
Oh,
yeah,
like you got your headlights on?
Like impossible titties, and and that comment still stays with me. We could pull it up, but later it's a different network, so I don't want to. It's not
it's crazy when people come after your looks.
Stay with you.
But that I thought it. I mean,
that's why like loving on yourself makes a difference because at one point you're like, okay, whatever. That tells more about you than it says about me. You
but
know what
can
I mean?
I say something? And that's why I'm actually having like a backwards experience. Now I'm starting to understand how social media works. Like before, I was just like when you go to my page, I'd really be talking in third person. Like I'm mad delusional, so I understand why people be like, why are you lying on the internet? I'm like, because none of this is real. Like this is comedy for me. But for me, like whenever I go on stage, I always say I have to feel good before I go on stage because everyone might not like me. I have to be so confident. Like one time I did a show and I was really insecure because I was gaining weight. It's something that my weight fluctuates. And I had said something about Happy New Year, whatever. And I said my resolution and somebody, he was participating, but he's like, oh, you're going to go to the gym this year. And because I had walked out the house being insecure about that, I thought he was attacking me.
Of course.
So I OD'd on him. I was like, come on stage. I was so mad. But that's why you have to own yourself before you post anything. Like everything I'm saying right now, I'm okay. Like I lived my life. I'm living my life. I'm learning. So if you want to criticize me, I'm okay to like take the feedback.
But like that's why the selfish era is so important because that's when you build your confidence.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a lot of us like we build our confidence with doing what we love to do. And like when we feel confident, like when you're on stage or like I'm doing a show or you're doing you're hosting a game or hosting whatever, like you feel like you know your worth. And you're like, so nothing is, not a little comment from some random guy is not going to affect you. You're like, okay.
Some random guy on the internet that had no guts to do what you're doing, what you're doing.
And I feel like back in the day, we validated ourselves through like people's comments. Like, oh, they like us, they like us. And then as easy as they liked us, one comment can break us
yeah,
down.
absolutely.
But now doing the work, being selfish in the sense of like doing what we love gives us this confidence. Like, it doesn't matter what you say because I'm doing what I love.
And also that inner monologue and having good friends. Like, you need to have good, like.
Have you ever read The Untethered Soul?
No, but that sounds good.
It's a book that talks about the inner monologue, like your ego. And it says, like, imagine if that person was your roommate. And he's like, you're fat, you're ugly, get up.
Like,
What are you doing?
To
like, imagine if that person was sitting next to you saying that to you. You would never hang out with that person.
I would not live with her.
You'd be like, you're a
You're negative.
You're a B word. Like, you're negative and you're saying, imagine that. And that's what we're doing to ourselves.
That's a really good. Make sure we clip that.
Soul,
that's really good.
The book. I swear.
So true.
That was the only chapter I read. It was the first chapter.
Wait, what? You didn't read the
I was like, I'm done. I'm good.
You
After
can't
this,
just be giving out advice if you didn't read the whole. I was like, yo, you changed my life.
Then
But good thing you read that page.
But it's true because who are we hanging out with the most every single day? Ourselves. Let's make it a pleasant experience.
Yeah, exactly.
Duh. Like, wake up every morning instead of looking at ourselves like, damn, I always look at myself in the mirror and I think to myself, I look like a raccoon. I look like a bruja. I look
why would
crazy.
You put, don't give the people ammo. I never
feel
thought
that.
you.
I look like E.T. and like his
I'm
wife.
like, who's this crackhead looking at me in my mirror?
No, but that's just how we are. Everybody's hard on themselves. That's how we also
see. They're gonna put a picture up, and now the comments are like, yeah, she kind of does it like E.T.
I do with the hat when she's like doesn't with the hat.
I own it. I love me looking like an E.T. raccoon. That is literally me in the mornings in my hoodie.
That's me
freezing in my house
oh
because my mom, who's home from Mexico, doesn't want to turn on.
When my skin is dry and I wake up in the morning and I'm just like,
no eyelashes on,
no lashes. Like, that's what I feel like.
I'm looking like a naked mole rat.
Yo,
no, seriously. But I love
you know what's funny about makeup and no makeup?
E.T.
Sometimes I feel really pretty when I don't have makeup on.
Same.
I feel the opposite. This is like you saw me
sometimes. No, when you're moisturized, it's like there's a beauty when I see a woman with no makeup. I'm like, wow, that's so refreshing.
Wait, can you guys agree with me? Have you guys ever walked into like a gas station or like a store, no makeup, full blown bum, full blown? I don't want to make eye contact with anybody, but you get hit on. You
get the most compliments.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Because that's when your beauty shines. Like, you could see somebody fully, like, without covering themselves
When I am wearing full makeup, full glam, nobody will come up to me. You'll get looks,
because
but
people are
nobody.
intimidated. But what they think that you're so like, they're like,
no. That's the same thing with curly hair and straight hair. Like, I straighten my hair every day, but anytime I wear it curly, that's the only time people compliment my hair. I'm like, I pay $50 once a week
to get this blown out.
To get this, and nobody says a damn thing. The second that I wake up with curly hair, looking like a crazy,
your essence, Ivana. They're like, because
being natural is really beautiful.
Yeah. I just want to I think this is a beautiful message, but I'm gonna continue wearing my makeup for all of this. No, I'm kidding. No, I agree. I don't really wear that much makeup when I go on stage. I want to make sure like when you see me, I'm the same person.
So that's what I get scared of.
I'm always like wearing my bun.
Instagram and then see me in person.
Yeah, but see the opposite for me. Like, I be looking crazy. So I've never really been inside a gas station like that. Only because I've taken.
Wait, what?
I don't drive. Oh, yeah, from New York. So
you don't have your license?
No, or a permit. Mm-hmm. We're learning
Girl,
about each other.
You're moving to LA.
Yeah, Uber.
And
Lyft.
Save.
Can we talk about something also, like, when you're becoming your full self in your selfish era, like, and your family that you most are like close with, you have to cut some people off that aren't supporting you?
Luckily, my family has been really supportive, but I have cut off friends that I'm like, or like when I make new friends, I'm very hesitant about letting them into my space because I've worked so much on myself and I don't want to have to explain that to you. Like, if I say, hey, I don't want to do this, it's because I know that you're going to push me and I'm going to have an attitude. Then you're going to say I'm a moody Gemini and then I'm going to be mad at you and I have a whole process. I'm like, I need someone, like, boundaries, I guess. Where it's like, if I say I don't want to talk about something,
boundaries.
Like, yeah,
you
like,
don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, so I've cut off so many friends in my 20s. Like, I don't talk to them.
Like, I feel like with a Latina family, you're really influenced by your parents and like your sisters and like your whole life. You're like, okay, I won't do that. I won't do that. I won't do that. But
I forgot that I have a cousin that did get on my nerves recently. I did cut her off. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, but it's
Memories
really
come back.
important to
Coming back
like,
now.
even if it's your own sister saying something, if you believe that you can do this, like, you need to forget about that without disrespecting them. You know what I mean? Like,
I think family is the hardest. Like, if you don't have a solid family, like
really
like that they don't believe in what you're doing, it really can fuck with your mental. Like, especially like these kind of careers where you really, to do what we're doing, you have to believe in yourself so much.
And you have
like
to have such thick
like it's not a
skin.
linear career with like you don't know what the output is going to be.
It's not like, okay, my brother, for instance, he's a doctor. You said linear, and that's perfect because my brother's a doctor. There are steps. You cannot move away from the system. It's you go to school, undergrad, grad, test, whatever, step 1, step 2, and then, do your whole thing, like internship, whatever. for whatever we're doing, there is
There's no
blueprint. There is no pathway. It's, okay, you get this opportunity, kill it. Hopefully you get referred to the next one. Hopefully. It is like up and down, twisted. One day you're on top of the world. The next day you feel like you're hitting rock bottom, which we've all experienced multiple times.
Right.
And the thing about that is that, you know, Latinos, I feel like a lot of the times want something a little bit more secure.
For sure.
My brother's a doctor. My parents love that he's a doctor. My other brother's a business owner. It is stable income. And then me being a woman, they're on top of the fact that I'm a woman, they're like, well, you're doing something that's kind of unstable, and they know that there's a lot of evilness that happens in our industries and a lot of weird influences, and they're scared of that as well. So they've always been super scared about me doing something a little bit non-traditional. You know what I mean?
Yeah, when I went to high school, I graduated, and my dad's a doctor too. And like in Latino family, it's like you need a career.
I'm hitting you up.
Yeah, hit us up. Yeah, and so even though I knew I wanted to be an actress, it didn't seem like a tangible thing because there's no like steps to it. So I became a sports broadcaster. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to University of Miami. I'm gonna study, and I did sports for the past 10 years, and then another thing, I got hit by a car. I was on a scooter.
Oh my
I got hit by a car until I was 19, like 12 staples in my head, concussion. I woke up and I was like,
we gotta check.
Okay. I'm catching a break now.
Okay, we gotta protect her.
If I say something wrong, it's because my head's got hit a couple times. But the truth is that when I got hit by the car, I was like, wait, life is really short, and you have to really do what you love no matter what anybody says. Because it's like you have to just do what you love and like believe in it. Right. So I woke up from that thing and I was like, I'm done with sports for a bit.
And I think that's it. Like you only, for me, so I have this thing where I call myself legendary, and I was like, so obnoxious. I'm like, you only have one. I know it's so obnoxious, but you only have one life. Yeah, you only have one life. Like everything, this is the only chance we get. You should do whatever you want to do.
For sure.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy because a lot of the times, especially being in the U.S., there's a lot of things wrong with the U.S. We all know that, like politically, right? But in the grand scheme of things and how other countries operate, man, we have it so good. We can move about how we please. If you want to do career thing, you want to be the stay-at-home wife thing.
Your dreams can come true.
I mean, you can, and look, at the end of the day, everybody's gonna have a bias against you no matter what you are, who you are, the age you are, the sex you are. It doesn't matter. You're gonna suffer no matter what path you choose. You just have to choose to stay positive and know that, okay, if I really want something, I'm gonna go for it. Is it gonna be easy? No.
But nothing good is easy.
Has life supposed to be easy?
Nothing good is easy.
Like nothing has ever come easy to anybody.
It's been so hard, but I'm having so much fun.
So much fun.
And I think the best part about doing this journey in entertainment, it's obviously the opportunities are great, but the people that I meet, like,
so amazing.
Have been so, like, even right now, like, my best friend is letting me stay with her. And it's like, I was telling her, like, I feel like I'm on an extended girls trip. That's like, how it feels like.
Amazing.
With you ladies, with her, like, I just feel like I'm on a girls trip. Like, it feels a positive one, because, you know, it could go left, but this was a good one.
it's starting off.
Right, this is a good one. This is not Miami.
No. Because you're on your path. Like, you're on your path. You're aligning with all the things
Everything's aligned.
Yeah, and when you live and you learn, right? Like, you're not going to be like this 10 years ago. You are this way now because you're 33 and you're like, okay, I'm going to stay on this path. It feels good. Like, and trust your intuition.
Yeah.
But it takes time to trust your intuition. You got to go through the tests.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh, wait, my test was right. I passed. Now I'm going to go hard on what I feel.
Yeah.
You know?
And you know what's crazy? And speaking of like aligning, is like, I know you wanted to do podcasts. It was something on all of our hearts.
On our to-do, my vision board, I was like, I'm going to do a podcast this year.
Me too.
And then it's crazy because, again, like the power of whatever it is, whoever you think the creator is, the source is, for me, it's God. I just know, like, there was a reason why things happen when it happens. Like, maybe it just wasn't my time in the past, or it wasn't the right situation. Everything happens for a reason, and that's why I believe in just the right timing, even if you feel desperate.
Divine timing.
The universe has your
Hey, cheers to that, ladies.
Divine timing.
Yes.
How do we feel? I feel like we talked about, I was having a great time. I feel like they're having a great time. But we have to wrap this up and maybe talk about it in the next episode.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, we have to wrap it up. So everyone, if you
you.
liked what you heard, if you want to continue the conversation, if you have things you want to talk about that you want us to unpack, please put them in the comments. Be sure to subscribe to Girl Let Me Tell You. Send it to a friend, send it to somebody, to your mom, everybody.
Somebody who needs it, too.
Right. Who needs a girl, a
positive
girl
group.
A soulmate.
Yeah,
We could be your soulmate.
So yeah, this was fun. And make sure you rate us. Give us those 5 stars everywhere.
We love you.
Bye, guys.
Cheers, guys.
Cheers, another cheers.
Yes.
Let's go. I love it.